figured I'd record you some videos. It's really pretty. You can tell that it's definitely the path less traveled, although there's a clear path. I think it's this way. But even in the beginning, there were sections, where grass was starting to creep in on the trail. And you can see what I just walked through. And it, winds up. It's pretty much steady. Ooh, look! Wild raspberries. Hopefully you can see those. Anyway, so I got out and it's like there's not a parking lot. It's a gated trail with like a little paved section, maybe big enough for, I don't know, like 3 cars if you squeezed, which is one of the reasons I wanted to get out here really early, not to mention, temperature, solitude, beautiful time of day, but also parking, because there's nowhere else to go if you don't get parking at one of those spots, I don't think. It's beautiful. Temperature's nice right now. I've been hit in the face with a whole bunch of spider webs. I don't think I care anymore. I'm about a quarter mile in. It's early. I've got a heavy pack on, and I could feel like some strain and tension in my hip flexors. So I was like, you know what? I haven't stretched at all or anything. Let me do my little dynamic warm up. So I was doing that, looking like a goober with 25, 30 pound pack on. Minding my own business. The sound of the pack moving around and shifting as I walk right behind me. It's really loud. It's early, it's kind of dark, it's all quiet. Being a goober, doing my little stretches, looking like a dweeb. And then all of a sudden from behind me, I hear, good morning. I jumped off the path so fast. And then started laughing. It was this young guy, like 25 or something. He started laughing. So lesson learned. I need to check behind me more often. Oh, look where I'm going. But surprisingly, a lot of that sense of like, oh my God, I'm out here alone. It's early. It's a wilderness. As soon as I saw that guy, that's gone. I feel much more comfortable now. Just knowing that, Yellow Diamond, somebody else is out here. It's like, oh, okay. I'm not stranded in the wilderness alone. Getting more into like foresty bit now. So you can see, it looks like the trail just disappears. Well, it kind of does, but once again, easy to follow. But I just started hearing water, and I know that there are supposed to be like little waterfalls on this route, so getting excited. I'm quite pleased. This stick just happened to be like, I guess somebody else used it because it's got a nice, smooth, dry stick. Just needs to be about like a foot longer. Maybe a perfect walking stick. I think I mentioned it's my spider stick. Don't touch them, consent stick. Plant sand people. The trail, I love it, I guess because it's less frequently used. It's actually, instead of like dirt and gravel, almost looks a little like a video game trail. Like it's mostly, where there isn't grass, it's like little rocks, like rocks, not like pebbles, and moss. It's pretty cool. Keep taking accidental pictures of myself trying to record videos, but definitely started gaining some elevation. It's only been a few minutes since my last video, but I found the stream. There's like a little, whoops, where is it? Can you even see it? Yeah, there we go. So, got that option. I'm not really sure. Turns out they were the same option. Just needed to walk like 10 feet. I'm 2 miles in. So most of this has followed, it was flat for the very first mile and then followed a creek for pretty much the second mile. Now I'm finally starting to climb out of I don't know if you'd call it a valley or a ravine, but I'm going like up the side kind of gently away from the stream now. But I looked at my map and I think I start climbing soon, like really climbing. Pack update actually. So far it feels pretty good. About a half mile ago I started like noticing it, like I can feel it. I know that my posture is different because I have, 20, 30 pounds, at least 20, maybe up to 30 pounds on my back, maybe with water and everything. But it feels pretty good. Getting sweaty now. The sun is just starting to like come up over the top. I mean, it was out, it was light, but there was no actual direct sunlight. But now you can see the sun. So pretty. I tried to be quiet for a minute so you could hear the stream down there. I think that guy going ahead of me pretty much knocked down all the spider webs, which makes this much more pleasant than the first like half mile was. So I mentioned the trail kind of turns and looks like it increases in elevation. Yeah. So I came up like, that's where I came from. And I don't know if you can tell, but it looks like maybe the trail continues. Nope. Just wandering along this little, it almost looks like a game trail. I know it's the trail because it's marked, but it's teeny tiny. And then other places where it levels out a little bit more, there's, you know, shrubbery on both sides. So you're like, please don't touch me, plant. So I made up a little song for the plants called Please Don't Touch Me, because I don't know if you're poisonous. So it's great. So what happens when you walk by yourself for extended periods of time. There are parts of the trail like what I'm in now. I don't know if you can see. Like I'm brushing by stuff. It's really close. This isn't even as bad as it was for a small stretch. I'm at 3 miles in. Just walked through. You can see it. Basically straight up brush at the very, very end there. I hope I don't get poison ivy. But I just came out and it broke out to the fire road. This is the last mile. It's supposed to be the hard part because of the incline, but check it. Where is it? Almost there. Whew. This bit is slow going, but it's nice and open. I've done 3.5 miles. It's less than 4.5, I think, to the top, but I've still got over 1,000 feet to climb. I think it's like 4,500-ish at the peak, and I'm at 3,300 now. So I think it's going to be like this the rest of the way. I actually feel pretty good. Like I don't feel winded at all. My legs are tired, my calves. But it's nice. I'm enjoying this hike. It's only like 8. Yeah, 8:15. Embarrassed myself twice. I can only see so far ahead, you know, because the hills and the winding. And ooh, you see it? It's so pretty. Anyway, stuff like that. And all of a sudden I hear like running footsteps. And of course I have to jump a little bit. Not as bad as the first time. It's the same guy. Getting closer. I can tell I'm kind of like in a cloud. Where is it? There's some cute little flowers right there. But then this huge, flat, like pine tree stand. I think you can camp here. I think that's like a little fire ring over there. I'll check it out. So see, it's all like, I mean, it's got roots and sticks and stuff. But the pine needles are actually really soft to walk on. It's almost kind of like that weird springy, like pressed, recycled tire stuff. And look, I didn't know this was up here. So the trail just changed again. You can see behind me, you know, the road I walked up on. And I thought it went that way, but that's just to the radio station. I think the actual trail to the top is this little turnoff here. It's pretty magical and mystical. Look, it's a little fluffy green path right up to the top. Okay, I don't think it's that much further. Oh, look, little pink flowers. Is this a viewpoint? Oh, cool. It is. But I can't see anything. A little misty up here. Okay. Right up to the top. Oh, there's the tower. How pretty. It's like a little meadow. There's flowers up here and everything. Look what this is. Yeah. It looks like there's little camping spots. I'm like in a cloud, which is nice and cool, but obscures the view. Getting just a little peek of a view here. I sat up there next. There was like a nice flat rock. I used it as a seat. I just propped my pack up and pulled the food out. I had a banana and I had some salmon and those little rice puff cracker things that we got that were left over from our flight home. It's a nice little snacky breakfast lunch. I mean, 0.9. The little break was nice and all, but you know, it would have been nice to just sit around and chat for maybe a while. Even set up a little camp, hung out for a while, chilled, and then gone back. But it's not exciting, just me. It kind of came out a little bit, hang on. But over there, look. Ugh, it's too bad it's not clear. This would have been absolutely gorgeous. I stuffed my little yogurt covered raisins in my pocket. I'm gonna eat those on the way down. And I'm hiking back down now. I'm having fun, this was good. May not have gotten a view from the top, but I'm getting some on the way down. Looks like I'm down to about my last mile. Keeping in mind that I went to the top, went down a little bit, decided to go back up, and then came back down. It's saying that my total distance so far is 8.3 miles, and that I did that in 4 hours and 15 minutes. But I'm in the little beginning section where it's much wider, you know, well-kept trail. Cool. Hard part's over. Should be pretty smooth sailing from here. I haven't figured out how to change it, but let's see if I can. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I'm like all the way down now. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get up. Good thing I got my trusty stick. Okay, what? Oh, what is that? It looks like a waspy thing. Hopefully I don't have to. Ah! Okay, it flew away. 2 on the way down. Whoop. Root. Oh, I just made it to the, that kind of like hairpin turn. I got my spider stick. Almost slipped.